welcome to MAMI TV Primetime English News. This is ROMEE NINGOMBAM, now the news in details. Transcending the religious barrier, people of Kabui tribe today offered prayers and seasonal fruits and vegetables at the Sri Sri Govindaji temple. Women and men folk of around 20 Kabui villages visited the temple and offered prayers by singing a Kabui devotional song addressed to Sri Sri Govindaji. Sri Sri Govindaji Temple Board also presented offerings to Kabui brethren in return. SO of Sri Sri Govindaji Temple Board Manohar Mayumbari said, today's event is the first one of its kind in Manipur and continued that the ritual was organized to keep the unity and integrity among the communities of the state intact, which had been affected by religious barrier in the past some years. He further recollected that earlier people of the hills used to offer prayers at Sri Sri Govindaji Temple. There is also a story of a Kabui woman named Bunandini offering boiled plantain to Bhagyachandra Maharaj when the erstwhile king went to Kaina to fetch jackfruit tree for the construction of Sri Sri Govindaji Temple. Following which, Laphu Ironba has been one of the compulsory morning dishes offered to the deity, which is the proof that people of hills have an inseparable relation with the deity, he said. Baris further wished that today's ritual helps in building unity beyond any religious barrier.
Manipurda ihan han boina pangthokpa adumba mahausab amani matam kharagi mamangda akoi se kitang misunderstanding leinabadagi mamang napta palamba iga sing khara khajiksina koigi sengba mangba nangna aduni adani khara taurambadagi akoigi Manipur asi kanglup ki oiba napang napak tanaba adumba ama sum urakpadawna urakpadagi adu masi sumaina sum tawduna leiragadi akoi se maitai lebak se akoi punchan banga maroi haibagi wakhalonda amadi ngasi akoina kawi ima sing mayam laktana samda magi khunda hauba lafu any haira poraktana samda haptana Sri Govinda da karpa laiba sidi masidi yam kuidabagi mamangdagi sidi leiraktana leiraba poni masigi ngasiba numisidagi di akoigi Govinda da akoigi tribal chingmi singna changbada hangoiba amadi kari tawrakadage adagi koisi changhal oidra haibagi leiraba poto ngasiba numisidagi di pungko kokpai do oire maramdi Govinda da any tribal lako oigera chingmi oigera any changpada ibogi mafamda di adumba kaisu leite habidi mayamna propaganda sandoktana manglam chatta kaiguma khar leigi punamak to kauthu erga ngasidagi di akoi Sri Govinda gi jaga da jati gi khenaba machu gi khenaba dharma gi khenaba thadoktana yogi darshan tawbase akaiba leite.
A woman of the Kabui tribe, Tempui Golmai, expressed gratefulness at being able to visit the temples and offer prayers without any hesitation. Stating that God is one, she expressed confidence that today's ritual will be foundation of building a more unified Manipur.
Khundagi la ise kunmuktagi na akhoi se participate tawbane ngasi Govindaji gi mandir da akhoi na laisang lakpa haibase akhoi gi damakte ngasi Govindaji mandir gi laisang sida akhoi na mayam pullaga laaga akhoi Kabui gi phije chelaga Kabui gi akhoi nat gi oiba akhoi samda athen pot puraga Ishor gi damakta sumaina mayam pullaga akhoi tamda leiriba jat bijat khaidana akhoi amata oina laisang khudingi akhoi na changba yabagi ayabagi pibi base yamna nungaibani thaina mamangai didi akhoi haktakdadi khangjadre sigumba amang aseng lei haibase to thaina gi ahallaman singnadi yamna hairamme amang aseng yamna khairamme akhoi sida tamda leiriba sing maitai Kabui tribal singse.
Member Secretary of Manipur State Legal Service Authority, Ojes Mutum, has stressed the need for regular awareness programs to prevent sexual abuse against children below 18 years of age. He was speaking at a training cum sensitization program on child sexual abuse for media persons and community leaders organized by Department of Psychiatry, JENIMS. The program, organized with the assistance of Department of Justice, Government of India, was held at the JENIMS lecture hall. Ojes Mutum further said, raising awareness and speaking on child sexual abuse is not an easy task in a state like Manipur, inhabited by different communities with their own customary law. Oftentimes, cases of child sexual abuse are settled as per the community's customary law. However, the customary law cannot transgress the constitution and that there is a need for the two to go hand in hand, he said. Ojes further emphasized the need to raise proper awareness about child sexual abuse and child rights among the public to help prevent sexual offenses against children. He continued that sensitization program organized for media and community leaders is of great importance as they take major role in disseminating information on various issues to the masses. Others also lauded the role of media on the matter.
Masigi ekse yamna khoi child friendly oiba aduga entirely child sigi interest ta semakpa at every stage khoi crime commit tawbadagi reporting dagi mandatory reporting la helakpadagi then recording kamaina tawbadagi trial na kamaina tawbadagi haibasi yam phajana international convention khoi importantly khoi rights of child gi UN convention the base tawre then constitutional provision mayam women and child development ministry in a fajana study or matungda enact or padung legislation amane.
President of All Manipur Working Journalists Union, Wang Khemse Samjai said the rate of workshops and seminars on child sexual abuse and child rights is very low in the state and expressed desire for Law Department government of Manipur to take up a substantial step on the matter. Highlighting that the failure to file charge sheet against accused arrested under POC SO Act has high chances of the accused being freed on bail, he asserted that crime against children can be prevented and reduced to an extent if the culprits are awarded befitting punishments on time.
Manipur hojik amna sathi se kai no khana tamda pokso ke case ta senare ama ore matam thida magi sa silse matam jana akoi gi thagat pidina akoi gi thagat pebi sema yam thina yam dile texas to yo aduna court ki di thatok ki tha apum taw ki mung da koi gi sa silse ko thagat ta tara gadi akoi yam laina koi gi magi akoi su magi belo chakhina bagi ma oy legal de thatok ki mung da magi si akoi gi sa si thagat ta ba yadi hai le terga chu thatok ki mung si da magi sa si phe wak to ko to hu tara gadi ila ila koi gi ko se koi gi na thok ki pam lai adu drug case farba drug farba me pun bo se si sei ani hum bo sa se thang pidre lai sei manga to chage aduna drug ki cheneri ba drug load ki me pun yam lai na thuk khina lai.
A team of Technopal District Police arrested a person along with 2.111 kilogram of brown sugar estimated to be worth around 4 crore 22 lakh 20,000 rupees in the international market. According to police report, the arrested person has been identified as Jang Min Sang Baite, aged 24, son of late Thinkosei Baite of Chongjang village, under Mori police station. He was arrested near Technopal police station along with the brown sugar in a bolero bearing registration number MN02Z1670. A case has been registered at Technopal police station for further necessary legal action. One-day national seminar on new approaches to Manipuri language, literature, folklore and culture was held at the mini conference hall and new conference hall of YK College, Wangzing on the occasion of Manipuri Language Day 2022. The seminar was jointly organized by Internal Quality Assurance Cell, Research Committee and Manipuri Department of the college. Head of Manipuri Department of the college, Dr. Longjam Anand, attended the seminar as the convener, Head of Manipuri Department, MU Toisam Tamphal as the moderator, and Principal of YK College, Dr. Soibam Giri as the president. Professors and research scholars of different colleges of Manipur, Manipur University and Assam University presented papers on Manipuri language, literature, folklore, culture and other related subjects. A souvenir with Dr. Longjam Anand as the chief editor, Dr. S.H. Ganasyam as the editor, and Dr. N. Binoy as the co-editor was also released on the occasion. MLA of Wabaga Assembly Constituency, Usam Deben, has appealed to the people not to politicalize development works taken up for the welfare of the locality. He was speaking at the felicitation program of position holders and students who secured first division in the class 10 and 12 examinations 2022 organized by Kakching Turel Wangma Development Committee yesterday. Sportspersons who bagged medals in different sports disciplines were also felicitated on the occasion. Speaking further, MLA Usam Deben said, the role of clubs and CSOs is vital in development of a locality. He also assured that he will work to usher in equal development works in the constituency and will make Wabagai a model assembly constituency. They've been further expressed the need to check the sale and use of drugs in the localities to save the future generation.
Laikai ama phanaba honaba matamdadi kari daka lei hai matamda laikai da leiba club si asoba role de logada club sing sina environment sing nak na honaba matamda kari sangi hai matamda lamdam du leiba naharon sing asoba thawdang changne ba election matamda man man ngamda kisi thaka sanaga kana hona jagi bane ba election na laikai da puslakanda magi development da sothabadi tahon bigru sine bai najai se aduna club organization civil organization laikai ji leba organization sing sina laikai ji ma phanaba honaba matamda asoba thawdang lobiu election yi oiba adugumba amagi grouping jam laiba posting se loi thadapiu election matamda ma ma madu khomse gini ma papa da pise gini tawudadi development tawu matamda di laikai gi pai bal ibai ben chilau sadana ro pulap du punse.
Sayol Helping Hand has extended financial assistance for medical treatment of 2-year-old Albert Maimom of Basikong Pantoibikaitil, who is currently undergoing treatment at Narayana Health Network Hospital, Bangalore, and is in urgent need of bone marrow transplant. Sayol Helping Hand wished that Albert Maimom gets back to his normal life after getting the bone marrow transplant, and also urged people of the state working in different sectors to extend possible help to people in dire situation and alleviate their hardships to an extent. Sayol further expressed gratitude to all those who extended help for treatment of the ailing child. Phumlo and adjoining related areas, Salai Investors Demand Committee has warned that Salai cannot sell its 3 pari of paddy land at Phumlo Sifai without the permission of the committee until the Financial Institute returns 3,44,49,000 rupees to 56 investors of Salai in Phumlo area. Addressing media persons at a press meet held in its regard at Phumlo Sifai today, Secretary of the Committee Chanambam Ibohal decried the failure of Salai to return their invested money despite repeated assurance made to the investors since November 2019. He said the committee had earlier warned of capturing the paddy land of Salai through media. Subsequently, officials of Salai and members of the committee held a meeting on July 18 this year. The officials assured of resolving the issue during the meeting but had since been silent. As such, the committee has decided that the paddy land cannot be sold without its permission or before returning the money of the investors. The committee will resort to more extreme steps if Salai attempts to sell the land without the committee's permission, Ibohal warned.
Yam atubu matamda harbi investors singa khoiga yana bam puraga khoi solve si tawna bagi atubu da tawrani hadana adubu ngasi phawda positive oiba pakum bam phawbu laktabadagi maram moraga akhoi ngasi di hariba lokpam basida akhoi akan makhongjang changsinnabai damakta makhoida pikriba list adagidi ama masingdo akhoi final oina akhoi septok sinjin tawraga changsin basida mafam thi kanaumna leiba yonba tawbada akhoi ngasi gi leiriba investors singsina Let's take
a short commercial break.
Welcome you all to UNACO Residential School at Chanum, Imphal East. An exclusive co-education residential school located on a sprawling 50-acre campus will be affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. First academic session will begin in April 2023 for classes 4 to 8. Hurry up for registration.
Class 10-12.
Welcome back after the break. Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia slammed the BJP during the press conference at his residence today. Sisodia said the CBI's excise policy scam case against him is the BJP's bid to stop Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's development schemes. He added that the 2024 general election will be between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Arvind Kejriwal. Delhi Congress workers under the leadership of State Party President Anil Chaudhary held a protest today demanding the resignation of Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia. This comes a day after the Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI) conducted a raid for nearly 15 hours at Sisodia's house in connection with the alleged corruption in the implementation of the Delhi excise policy. The protest marched towards the headquarters of the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi's Rose Avenue. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, in an emotional tweet on his father, former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, said he will try to fulfill his father's dreams for the nation. He said that he will always try that he could fulfill the dream and his dream for the country. His tweet read on the occasion of the 78th birth anniversary of former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated during a suicide bombing in Sriperumbudur in Tamil Nadu on May 21, 1991. At least 14 others, in addition to Rajiv Gandhi, were killed. Meanwhile, several Congress leaders, including MP Rahul Gandhi, General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, Robert Badra, MP K.C. Venugopal, and leader of opposition Mallikarjun Kharge, paid homage to former PM at Veerbhoomi in New Delhi today morning. Many politicians, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, also took to Twitter to pay tributes to the former Prime Minister. At a time when diplomatic relations between India and China can be at best described as frosty, due to long-standing border tensions, Beijing has tipped its hat to Indian External Affairs Minister S. Jaisankar's use of the term Asian century and stressed the need for greater cooperation between the two neighbors. The reaction came in response to Jaisankar's assertion that the Asian century would not happen unless the two nuclear-armed nations joined hands. The expression Asian century was coined by former Chinese leader Deng Xiaoping when he met with the Indian Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi in 1988. The Asian century will be difficult if India and China don't come together. And one of the big questions today is where India-China relations are going, said Jaisankar while speaking at Chulalongkorn University in Thailand. Expressing uncertainty over the future of India-China ties, the foreign minister said the relationship between the two was going through an extremely difficult phase because of the tense standoff in border areas. A strained bilateral relationship could also impede regional growth, he cautioned. Taiwan has tracked 21 warplanes and 5 naval ships from China around the country with 8 jets that crossed the Taiwan Strait median line. Taiwan's Minister of National Defense said it had tracked 17 aircraft and 5 ships from China's military around the country by 5 p.m. on Friday, according to reports. Of the 17 People's Liberation Army Air Force warplanes, 8 crossed the median line over the Taiwan Strait, the military said. The J-87 and the Su-30 jets crossed the median line at its northern end, while the 2 J-11 fighters did so at the southern end. The ministry said it tasked combat air patrols, Navy ships, and air defense missile systems to monitor and respond to the Chinese activities, reported Taiwan News. China has increased its antics in Taiwan Straits post the visit of U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi to the self-governed island. Over the previous day, the military tracked 51 Chinese warplanes over the Taiwan Strait and a Chinese guided missile destroyer near a zone where Taiwan was testing missiles. Before we wind up the headlines once again. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for MAMI TV Primetime English News. Thank you for tuning in.
Class 10 to
Welcome you all to UNACO Residential School at Chanum, Imphal East.
HIV हाइबसी लंबी मरी खक्तदा मियोय अमदगे अमद सिंदे
HIV positive ओइबा ममा मपादगी मचादा
सखंगदबा मियोयसिंगा कोंडोम यावदना युमान मरी थंबा मतमदा HIV संदोई
मी अमगा यतुम सिरिन वाइडुना सिजनबदा HIV संदोई
अना लायंगदे इकाप मतमदा HIV टेस्ट तोबदे इकापलबदी HIV संदोई
चांग नायना अमदी नियम चुमना कोंडोम सिजनबना HIV दगी ngakthopon
sexual transmitted infection STI
हाइबदी फिनुंगी लेना दगी सुंगा थोपंगमी
अदुगा अंगांग पामद्रबदी कोंडोम सिजनबियो
HIV हाइबा वायरस असिना HIV AIDS की मरमदा हेना कुपा मरोन खंगनबगी दमक
AIDS toll free number 1097 दा फोन तोबियो
इंग्लिश हिंदी नत्रगा मणिपुरी द वरी साबा यागनी
नाको AIDS ऐप सु डाउनलोड तोबियो अमदी सिजनबियो
हौजिक लंदम असिदा वाखल मपुम फाद्रिबा इंखलक्लिबा नहा कया अमदी मयाई काबा चिंजाकता इराकनदुना लेरी मसिदा तुमिन्ना लेदुना येंबगी महुत्ता अचुंबा लंबी पुरकनबा होटनबा मथौ ताई हारिबा सेंटर असिदा मेंटल हेल्थ डिसऑर्डर अमदी ड्रग एडिक्शन की ट्रीटमेंट तौजरी अदोमदोंगी इचाइनाव सिंसु मथौ तारबदी लिंगसिनबिरउ अदोंगी दमकते लेजरे याइपोकपा रिहेबिलिटेशन एंड चाइल्ड केयर सेंटर क्वाकैथेल अखमनिक